everybody, welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Bossfish Games. I'm your host, the enlightened, excited Eddie V. Joining me is the one, the only bossman himself, Mr. Courty Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello. I'm very excited to be here to talk about some video games.
Yes. And everybody, we have the lovely, the talented TikToker herself, Miss Courty Yikes. Yes. Yes.
Yay.
And we have our special guest. He has a glow that everybody needs to know. Please welcome the one, the only, Greysun Morales. Yes, hello.
Hello, thank you. My skin, it's sponsored by Lush. That's what my glow is from Lush. So everyone
yes.
Hi, really happy to be here. It's been a while. Missed you guys. I feel like I haven't missed out because I've been watching you guys every week. We're trying to keep up, so. But happy to be here.
Great. I'm glad you're here, Greysun. It makes me happy, in particular.
Oh, thank you.
These other people here.
No, they hate me.
They show up.
Just kidding.
But,
or do we?
I'm just kidding. I like you guys too sometimes.
Sometimes.
Except for Ed.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Greysun, how was your weekend? And Happy New Year to you. This is your first episode back on Nintendo Pow Block. So, how was your weekend?
My weekend was okay. My boyfriend is currently sick. He doesn't have COVID. It doesn't have COVID, but it seems like it's kind of a COVID equivalent, you know. But it's weird. We went out last night for sushi, and then this morning he suddenly just like woke up terrible. So we called off of work, and I've been kind of like getting the necessities for him, like the soup and the ginger ale and medicine and stuff. So I've been kind of just chilling at home and lounging around and playing games and stuff. So it's been kind of like a laid back sort of weekend for the most part.
Yeah, I see him in the background, just on his phone, just
yeah. I'm trying to cover like the TV just in case he
slowly hide them. It's the best thing to do.
Yeah, do not look at the man behind me.
Oh,
yeah, it's been fine.
Yes. Courty, how was your weekend?
Not too shabby, besides the tornado. But I mean, everything's good.
Oh yeah, I saw pictures of that. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom, and I've never experienced one in my life, except that day.
Oh no!
Oof. But it's okay. Everything made it out fine, in like my area, and I'm moving next week. So I'm excited. I'm going to be moving next week. Hopefully, this is like the 5th podcast I've said I'm gonna move, and I haven't yet. So,
did you lose power or anything?
No, not at my house, but at my store I did. We lost it for I think 2 days.
Oh wow! Oh no! Did you have to stay home and like rest?
No, they made us clean up. They made us go out and make sure the local people were fine. And then we had a few panels, like the roof panels in our store fall. So we had to go and clean up all of that and dust since there was no power. We have these fans that we don't know where the switch is to turn it off. So they were super dusty the 2 years we've been there. So that was our opportunity to climb up on the ladder and try to dust them the best we could.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Courty, how was your weekend?
It was great. I couldn't sleep all weekend. I actually haven't been able to sleep for like a week and a half because I've been on all this medication or drugs, as they say, as the cool kids call them. Because of this nasty cough I've had. I don't know if anybody has noticed the last few weeks, really the last month or two, really. But one of the medications they gave me made me not want to go to bed. So I've been up till 2 or 2:30 every night for the last, I don't know, week. And so my weekend has been full of playing games and coming up with new ideas for boss rush stuff and reorganizing my entire desk to set up for streaming and recording video and stuff because I want to try some new things and do some new things, which I've been testing out a little bit on the YouTube channel, the Boss Rush YouTube channel, the Let's Play Games kind of thing that we've got going on. little Hi-Fi Rush, GoldenEye, Monster Hunter Rise. So, got a few things on there.
I
But
saw you playing for a few minutes.
yeah,
I'm embarrassed for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
you couldn't find like the guy in the rock for like 5 minutes in the tutorial, and then I just like closed out the video. I'm like,
yeah.
so I have to see. I'm just
It's fine. It's all good, and yeah, it's I've just been trying some new things because I'm trying to figure out how we can, not that we're stagnant, but I'm trying to figure out how to do the next thing for us, right? And so that's where we're at. And I spent a lot of my weekend doing that, and it's been fun and exciting and entertaining. And I don't know. I've had this weird energy going on, just now I look weird because I don't know what to do with my hands because energy. That was my weekend though. It was fun.
All right.
How was your weekend, Ed?
Well, I was out at a mass retreat this weekend for my first church. Doing on the worship team, and we ended up writing a song Saturday. Just being out at a camp, being out in the wilderness, like only fast food I had was like Domino's that they brought or Wendy's. Everything else is just like food that we would just eat at a camp. They made us a steak and got to talk to like different guys from the church and stuff, and it was just a really cool time. I was literally gone for 3 days away from the house. Really wasn't on my phone or on Twitter. Like Courty, I'll talk to you a little bit here and there, but I was kind of just like away from electronics. I did bring my Switch though, but I only play my Switch maybe once or twice. Like we had, even at my downtime, didn't play no like video games, but I do have video games to talk about. I did play, but I was just like literally away, and just hanging out with some of the guys my age and older, and just talking and everything. So I had a really good time away. And everything. I do have to take my car to the shop though, get it checked out and everything, which is not bad or anything, but I haven't. It's been a while since my car has like been checked and everything, so I'm gonna go in and get my car checked. For we did have some bad snow Saturday, but Sunday, or the time of this recording, I should say, the roads were clear and everything. So, yeah, that's kind of how my weekend was. I really have a fear though. I'm gonna get back to work. I was telling one of the pastors that I know. I was telling him, I have a feeling I'm gonna get back to work, and all the associates gonna run up to me and see me and tell me I can never go on vacation again.
Well, they do call you when you're on vacation, and then you go into work while you're on vacation. So
yeah, that is true. But this one,
never gonna let you live that down.
I know. But this time I was away.
So much he froze.
Oh no.
Nope, he's back. Okay. We're good.
No. Oh, what'd you say, Courty?
I said, well, they do call you when you're on vacation.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You end up going in anyway, so.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but my store manager gave me, paid me for both days, Saturday, Sunday, and she was just like, she literally told them not to call me at all or anything. I am away. We got 4 other store shift leads now. So if anything happens, she contact them 4. I am gone. So it was.
They're still
really
gonna call
good.
you. You know that. You know that.
They're gonna text you. That's what they're gonna do.
No, they didn't call me or anything. I know. So there is something that's happening in August, but we got to see how that goes. And then hopefully I will be in Ohio in September. So no one can call me while I'm gone.
I think we're going to try to go. We're going to try to take Nintendo Pow Block on the road at the Cleveland Gaming Classic in September.
Yes.
It's circled on my calendar, so we're gonna try.
And I am going to Florida, to Super Nintendo World,
Nice.
as a family trip. So, I
Wait,
definitely.
it's not open in Florida yet.
Is it California then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, then we're going to California. I thought we was going to Florida.
that would have been a real bummer if you went there and you were like, "Oh no, it's not there."
Yeah.
Then I'll just be like, let's go to Disney.
Where is
And
it?
that's also a great choice.
Be like, I need to get some blue milk. I need to get that sandwich, Earl sandwich,
Mhm.
and
Don't forget the spicy chicken waffle.
yes, that one too. I need to also get that fajito, that taco that you had too, Corey.
Taco. Wait,
You gotta
what
try
else?
butterbeer too if you go to the Harry Potter
Yeah,
Oh,
Wizarding World.
I haven't been to that. I haven't been at Universal since Harry Potter opened.
I kind of want to get with a travel agent and have that all planned and see how much that costs just for like one person.
A
everything.
bazillion dollars.
Yeah.
Probably.
It shouldn't be
You
that
know.
expensive for one person.
You
And
know,
one
just
person buying one of everything. A bazillion dollars.
But I mean, I want to go. I want to go back to Disney because I love it. But that's just me.
yes.
Also, Tron opens on April 4th, which I'm excited
Wow.
for.
Oh, please, Lord, let the weather be good so I could drive to St. Louis and go see not St. Louis, Missouri, to go see Lamont, and we go see the Mario Brothers movies.
Nice.
If not,
Yes.
then I will be in Chicago with Sir Greysun and be like, where are we going to go see this movie? I'm going to go see the Mario
I'm seeing
movie
it
with
opening
somebody.
weekend probably.
Well,
Probably
that's
not
the week that
opening
it
day,
opens.
I like going
Ugh.
like Monday mornings or like Tuesday.
Yeah, well, the kids
mornings.
are
Like,
at school.
I love that
Did
like
you-
11, 12 o'clock show.
Did you guys see the new
Yeah.
trailer today?
Yeah, but they showed
Yes.
Seth Rogen's voice for the first time as
Yeah.
Donkey Kong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
and
is-
Cat Mario,
Yeah, it looks so good.
which is hilarious.
He's just
Oh my
talking
gosh.
like he's just like Seth Rogen. He's not even trying to.
I know.
Meow. I was just like, he
I
is
know.
such a gay icon right there.
Dude, I just saying, like Donkey Kong sound. I mean, Seth Rogen's not even trying to sound any different,
Yeah.
which is fine. That's what I expected, but it's just like,
I just have to get used to it.
yeah.
After a few minutes, it'll be like,
I'm
whatever.
surprised.
I actually thought out of all the casting, that was like the most perfect one to me.
I know he's not even using the voice, so it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's kinda
Well,
weird.
it's amazing that they let him say now it's time to kill you. I'm like, oh,
I know that shocked me
Yeah, I was
too.
like, whoa, that's good.
Like,
Rated
okay,
M.
Nintendo.
I thought it's PG.
PG.
Cover
They're
your
gonna slap a
ears.
PG-13 violence rating on there.
Are Peach and Mario gonna
So-
kiss or something? Like, what's going on? You know?
I don't. So I haven't been to the theater in a long time, and actually the theater by my house is closing because Regal filed for bankruptcy, and this was one of the theaters that chose to close.
Wow.
Great.
So my plan was actually to go take my nephews to go see it because my kids are still a little too young to go see it, but my nephews are at that right age. You know, they're 8 and 10, so
Yeah.
I wanted to see it with them, but guess we'll find out.
I guess it's going to be a Nintendo Power Block traveling experience.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess that'll be an expansion pass episode, the
Yeah.
Mario movie review. I guess.
Yeah. Well, I know like during the summer I'll do want to like travel to different places and see how Nintendo is represented in those places and stuff. Like, you know, Greysun, when Nintendo comes down, how they set up during the summer for people to play games and stuff or
Yeah.
demos. Like, I like coming down to the city to try that stuff out and talk to some of the representatives and stuff. Because I didn't get to go last year, but I'm gonna go this year and everything. And then just like when I go see Courty, see, you know, talk Nintendo there. When I go to Cali, you know,
Well-
see how Nintendo. Oh, go ahead, Cory.
Oh, I didn't realize you were gonna keep going. I'm very terrible at talking over people. I apologize. I'm trying to be better at that too. But when you're here, you might have to help me move because we're starting to look for a house.
Oh, of course.
Ooh.
I'm just
No
throwing
problem.
that out there. You're
No
just gonna have
problem.
to like carry a box.
Or 20.
Yeah.
12.
Don't break
1,000.
my old games.
I would not break the. Okay, shoot, I'll probably bringing GameCube games that I don't even need anymore.
It's like, as in,
So
like one
maybe.
for me, one for Cory. This has just taken half your collection.
You
Oh,
sneak
that
into Twilight
reminds me.
Princess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, this is for me.
I'm still looking for Twilight Princess. I'm missing way more GameCube games than I actually thought I was missing. By the way, I did an inventory. I actually hooked up my GameCube. I got all my old stuff down here. I got an adapter to hook, the cables up through HDMI.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go, man. I got my Dreamcast and my GameCube hooked up. I got a slim PS2 down here.
Did you order the cords for this? For the GameCube one?
I ordered an adapter. I didn't order the cord specifically. I was gonna get that like low latency kind of plug that you put in for HDMI, but it's like $150. I'm like,
oh no,
I'm not that into GameCube. I'm not that. I'm not looking to be that guy. But I bought an adapter. It was like $15.
Well, that's not bad,
and it works.
Cory was texting me pictures, and I was just like, oh, I want to play GameCube so bad. Yeah, I feel like that in Dreamcast, as underrated as they are for some people, like I think they're still all-time systems that I think people regret not playing, not getting into and stuff. And I think if people played them now, they will understand why there's so much love from a lot of people who own those systems and stuff. Why they still have a big community and everything, because hey, if Sega Nintendo brings it to Switch Online or their next console, hey, that's already money in the bank that people are gonna upgrade. Shoot, give me Soul Calibur on Dreamcast and then Soul Calibur 2 on GameCube. Give me that collection.
Heck yes.
Yeah. Man, Soul Calibur 2, man. I played a little bit of that. It's interesting. Anyways, by the way, I have to say Luigi's Mansion with the whole not inverted controls with the vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
It got real rough for a minute. So
I never realized it when I was a kid, I guess, when I first played it. I never remember having an issue with it, but I guess later on it was like kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean it was really weird. But it was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody, we're gonna get into Snacktendo. Courty, what have you been snacking on?
Since I'm getting ready for Valentine's Day, I found some pink Hershey Kisses. They're it's just normal milk chocolate, but I saw the pink ones. I was like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, so there's that.
Was just that it?
Yeah, just that really. I've been distracted with life, so I snack when I can.
Okay. Cory, what have you been snacking
on? Drugs.
Little bit of Dayquil, a little bit of Mucinex.
No, so I had a steroid, a
tasty.
An antibiotic.
In your butt?
Yeah, in my butt. Twice a day. What else did I have? I have an inhaler and an anti-inflammatory, all in one delicious week-filled cocktail.
Fancy.
And then, like, it started making me sore. Like, one of the side effects is being sore. So at night, to fall asleep easier, I would take in a leave. So that was also fun. So yeah, that was my delicious drug infused week. Also, in terms of food, actually, we ended up going to this place by our house called Ray's Place, or Ray's Place, and I got this steak salad, which is like, it was good, but like, I don't know. I don't eat a lot of red meat, so when I do eat it, sometimes I don't feel great afterwards. And I didn't feel great afterwards, but it probably was just a combination of things too. So, but it was good. I wish I would have gotten something else. I usually get the chicken salad, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to switch it up this time. And as soon as I put our order in, I immediately regretted my decision.
God.
But it was like through one of those third-party apps, because it's like a local place and they use the third-party app, and you can't go in and change it when you're done. So whatever. But it was okay. It was fine.
All right. Greysun, what have you been snacking on?
Like I mentioned before, we went to get sushi last night, which is really good. I didn't eat as much as I usually did just because I wasn't really that hungry. JV always eats like it. We actually went to the same place that we took you when you came.
Yes, I need to come back there.
It's like a rotary sushi place, so you can just grab whatever you want and like pay per plate. I had like 3 things, which is like, yeah, it's so good too. I had like 3 plates. JV had like 6. That just tells you how much that man can put it down. Like he's like, just keeps grabbing and grabbing and grabbing. The only reason we spend $80 is, and then he wakes up sick the next day. I'm like, I wonder what happened there. But I tried something new for the first time, which was like it was a roll with scallops in it, like raw scallops. I have made scallops at home before, just like, when you pan fry them like both sides for a few minutes, and they taste really good. I love scallops. But for some reason, I don't really like eating them raw. So the sushi was kind of like throwing me off a little bit. So it wasn't like my favorite thing. I always get a steak roll from there, which is really good, which is like my go-to. But then we have their creme brulee, which I know is definitely not made there, like in-house or anything like that. They have they have like cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory too. So I know like all these desserts are just kind of like, sent to them and refrigerated. But for some reason, it's like the best creme brulee that I've ever tasted. And we both always get it whenever we eat there. Like the top, they use the flamethrower and you're going to put on top. So like it's like the crunchy crust, sugary crust on top.
Yeah.
And then the inside is like nice and creamy and light. And it's so good. And they put like a strawberry on it too. It's so good.
Nice. I might have to come.
Oh, yeah, this creme brulee in general is one of my favorite desserts. It's up there with tiramisu. I'm like more of a savory-ish person, so I'm not big on like just cakes or like cheesecake or stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This morning I just I had Starbucks, fast and dirty breakfast sandwich or whatever, and I had boba like a few hours ago, like a mango slushy boba with like tapioca, which is really good. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
All right. So I had, like I said earlier, I had Domino's, had Wendy's 4x4. I like that Taco Bell salsa verde burrito. That because they have a grand deluxe box. And it's one of the burritos that they're advertising now and stuff. So in one of the boxes they do the salsa verde, and it's really, really good. I just like thoroughly enjoyed it. I had some what else did I have this week? I think that's about it. That like kind of some of the standouts that I had. I had some of the Lay's. They got their game day chili chips out. Fire. So good. My one of my friends at work brought it, and I took the bite in the bag. I'm like, ooh, this is good. There was something weird about. So I was eating Domino's at the camp and everything, and I got my sausage, my pepperoni, I got some ham and pineapple. And then they had like this one with spinach on it, and I think the white sauce on it with some chicken. So I guess they were trying to go for like chicken Alfredo. I guess I bit into it and it was just like, why did all the men at my table looked at me and started laughing? They're just like, why are you confused? I was just like, this pizza tastes like clam chowder. And I'm talking about like this particular place, clam chowder and everything. They was just like, wow. So I ate it and it was good. They had some bomb chocolate cake. I'm like, oh, this is so delicious. I had a steak there. Forgot to get the A1 sauce, and everything. So, but I was
Can't
fine with
forget
it.
the A1 sauce.
I know. Um, Drunk a lot of apple juice this weekend. Like the apple juice is one of my favorite drinks. Like if I'm not doing water, milk, or or like pop or anything, or even energy drinks, I would tear down some apple juice. It was nice and cold, and I'm just like, good. But yeah, that's pretty much what I snacked on this week. Um, Not too much, didn't really order out for food and stuff like there. um yeah, so that's pretty much it for my snacks though. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat tomorrow though. So
Same.
um, I'll be like, I might have to call Chili's, or I might have to call Domino's, or someone needs to come.
Why don't you just go to the grocery
You
store?
might as well
I
work
can't-
for Domino's at this point. Cause
Do you at least use order through their app so you get your free pizza once every like 2 or 3
Yes.
orders?
I'm stuck at work, so I have to order.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, collect them rewards.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just trying to help out, Ed. I know you don't like stuff like Game Pass and subscriptions and all these other things. I'm just trying to make sure that you get your free pizza, okay?
Okay. I know.
At least get the free rewards.
I am. I do. I get my points.
Mm-hmm.
So
Start cutting some coupons.
Yeah.
Right?
yes.
If you want to be a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/bossrushmedia and find out which tier is right for you. Our Patreon producers at the $5 tier or higher for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. Thank you for your continued support.
So everybody, that's gonna be it for Nintendo. Now it's time for Play with Power. Greysun, what have you been playing with Power? And we're gonna save one particular game for the ending that we're all three gonna talk about.
Okay, so I guess besides that game we're saving for later, a bulk of my time has been spent getting back into Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and trying to actually finish it this time, because I sort of took not a long break, but maybe like a week or so where I just stopped playing and got into some other stuff like God of War, Fire Emblem. But I'm on the last chapter, which is chapter 7, which I found out the other day. I'm like, yes, finally. But I literally just been steamrolling through this game, Ed. I'm not stopping for any side quests. I'm not talking to any NPCs. I'm barely like grinding. Only when I feel like I don't ever need to grind in this game. Honestly, I don't really. It's not that difficult. I feel like the bosses are just right. Where like I'll die once, but then I'll come back with some class changes and I'll beat them really, really easily. But definitely like this story has really grabbed me. Like I know it's annoying when people say like, oh, after 20-30 hours it gets really good, but Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has like this big kind of, I wouldn't say one major twist in the middle, just like a lot of plot stuff happens in the middle.
Twist,
and
there's like 7,000 twists in
it's
this
like
game.
it's not just one thing. It's like this happens and then this happens and this happens. And I just watched another big cutscene where someone died and it was very sad. It wasn't like a main character, but someone died and it was very sad. I almost cried.
In the game.
It's just the music is really good too. Now I understand what you're saying, Ed, with everything that everything you've been talking about is right. Like this game's really good. I kind of like enjoy watching the cutscenes sometimes more than actually playing this game, because the boss fights are really, really long, and it kind of bothers me sometimes. I'll like almost fall asleep when playing this game because you'll fight like a boss and you'll be there for literally like 20 minutes fighting them just to get them like halfway to their health. And like, and it's not a game where it's not an action RPG, so you're just kind of waiting and standing around and just waiting to press certain buttons, So that kind of bothers me sometimes, but I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I'm still enjoying the story really is what's keeping me like coming back. And then I think the other game I put down was God of War Ragnarok. I haven't put in that much time into the game. I started it and I probably played an hour or two. I've beaten the first God of War game, but I'm not in the majority where I feel like it's like this amazing game. I thought like the first one was just fine for me, and I didn't really feel so like attached to it. It was like
Thank
an
you.
okay, yeah. I agree with you, Corey, because you talk about it a lot too, where like you feel like people. I understand why people love it, but for me, it just wasn't. It didn't hit. And then Ragnarok, it's sort of like I'm getting the same feelings where I am enjoying the story, and there's really cool moments with like when you meet Thor and stuff for the first time, and like I'm watching these cutscenes, I'm like, wow, this is like so cool, and I'm like really engaged and everything. But the combat is pretty much the same as the first one. And I'm not enjoying playing this game, and I played for 2 hours, and then nothing really is drawing me to like come back immediately. It's sort of like, and I'd just rather watch like the cutscenes online at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna even continue to. Actually, I purchased it. Like I bought this game, so I feel like I should finish it. But I'm not gonna be finishing this until I finish Xenoblade, Fire Emblem Engage, probably Hi-Fi Rush, and like a bunch of other stuff that's just like on a higher caliber at this moment. I just kind of want to finish God of War just to say I finished it.
I know.
So-
Hi-Fi.
hold on, Corey. Say real quick. Thoughts on Fire Emblem Engage, because we talked about it last episode, and I want to hear your thoughts.
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Yeah, that's also I haven't played that much of it either, but I am enjoying it. I just don't know yet if I'm like liking it as much as I liked it, like Three Houses. This game's really pretty. I want to say like the cutscenes are the cinematic cutscenes are like really gorgeous. The art style looks really good. I say it looks much better than Three Houses. And I think I'm enjoying the combat a little more just because it feels faster and it feels more, I don't know, it feels more like you have a little more choice and strategy, I guess, in how you want to like approach the battlefield. Like the emblem ring thing is pretty cool. And you can like power up one of your heroes and, you know, choose the best heroes to equip to certain emblems later on. And it seems very interesting and cool so far. So I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, I just haven't played enough to really dig deep into my thoughts yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you where like I kind of really like I like Engage, but I feel like I played so much Three Houses that like I got so attached to those characters, and the social link stuff really helped, you know, build your love of those characters, where now I'm kind of like playing it, but there's like, yeah, you can talk to the characters after each battle and stuff, but it's just like it's not really the same.
I don't really want to like it doesn't really, I feel like it doesn't do a good job of encouraging, at least in the beginning, encouraging you to like walk around the Somnial and speak to everyone. It just sort of feels like I just kind of want to skip to the next chapter. Like I don't really care about interacting. But with Three Houses, I'm spending so much time in the schoolyard and having fun like running around and talking to people.
Yeah.
But again, early on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Courty, what are you playing with Power?
So, I went back to Apex. I had a lot of fun at that in December, so I went back to it.
Yes.
And then also, I've been trying to like prepare myself again for Tears of the Kingdom, and I started with Link's Awakening. I really want to finish the game.
Yes.
And I finally went past the forest owl scene. It only took me like a bazillion hours, but I finally got past it.
Yes.
So now I'm now ready to continue the story.
I want to point out Greysun offered to write me a guide for that game.
Please, I will read it because I like YouTube searched it. I did
think
all
about
the
it sometimes.
A little bit of crying. It was not fun.
Cause it's like a pretty short. I did when it came out. I did remember writing a guide on like I think I did the best. I mean, I had to find all the seashells, but I didn't do like a full walkthrough or anything. Because I actually reviewed that game when it came out,
Really,
which I loved. I think Link's Awakening is like besides Breath of the Wild, is probably my favorite Zelda game.
Yeah,
and you'll have to sit with me for a couple.
It was my
hours
first
and
one.
Go, How
Maybe
do
that's
I
why.
do this?
Yeah, it's really obtuse. It's really obscure, like obtuse and hard to navigate if it's your first time like playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't play it in 1993 when it came out on Game Boy, then you're gonna have a hard time.
Oh yeah.
But
Ed.
Also, it's amazing. It looks great. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about Link's Awakening because I could take another half hour up talking about Link's Awakening.
All right, Courtney, is that all?
Yeah, that's it. Just those two, really.
Okay.
And then some of the
have
Super
this.
Mario speed run or
Yes.
So cute.
All right, Corey, what have you been playing with Power?
I've been playing a few games. So I did play the 007 HD version. It's actually very playable. I played both versions just to see which was which. I actually prefer playing the Switch version with a Pro controller because you can switch the controls around in that game. They did a little bit more to that version than the other Nintendo 64 games where like you can actually kind of move the controls around to make it feel like a normal modern first person shooter. And then I made it feel like the Xbox version. The Xbox version runs better. For sure, but like I played it and it was like it felt like a pretty modern game. And it kind of felt like that mid-gen Xbox 360 era first person shooters like Halo,
Like the conduit type of thing.
yeah,
like,
kind of
something like that.
sort of a little bit. Yeah, and it like the auto aim stuff is like, man, all you got to do is shoot the gun and it'll hit them, right? Like you don't even have to aim, you can just run around. But man, it took me back to some crazy times when we would me and my friends would sit on the floor and play multiplayer and turn on DK mode and paintball mode and just shoot each other in the head. It was a good time. It's pretty decent. I have to say, I'm actually quite shocked at how playable it is in a modern context.
On both platforms.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't run at like 10 frames a second either, which is great. Like the Nintendo 64 version. So
the Switch version is the one that has the multiplayer, right? And the Xbox one doesn't.
yeah,
Is that
which is hilarious.
So weird.
But I think that's built into the emulator though.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not false advertising, but it kind of is false advertising. They didn't do any extra work. It's just built. The emulator has online multiplayer functionality built in, so like it just has it because the emulator has it. So
it's like the Mario Kart on the cell phone. It says it's multiplayer, but I really doubt it is.
Yeah,
well. You're just racing bots.
Yeah. So I played the first 3 or 4 levels of that, and then I played some more Fire Emblem Engage. Not really much more to say about that. I am with Greysun where like I really like the combat. I think it gives you a lot more choice on the battlefield. I think the emblem mechanic is super interesting. It makes me wonder where they're going to go with these old characters. Like, are we going to get another Echoes game, like a remake game? Are we going to get some sort of, new game with like just those heroes? Like it really feels like they're trying to put the old heroes front and center again, which is kind of weird for a Fire Emblem game, right?
Yeah, they kind of threw us off with this release. It's like I have no clue what they're gonna do next.
Yeah, because like Ed, like we talked about last week, this feels a lot like Fire Emblem Fates Conquest on the 3DS, where it's like it is a hardcore strategy game. It like
right.
I wouldn't even call it a strategy RPG. It's just a strategy game, and you got to know what you're doing, or you're just gonna get effed, right? Like I almost died twice today playing it earlier, just because like I thought I was in a good position, and then I got surrounded like almost instantly. I got out of it, but like it scared me. I thought I was going to lose someone and have to restart the battle, and I didn't want to do that. So,
do either of you guys play on the classic mode, like when you the permadeath?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you like we can rewind time, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You don't let people like stay dead.
No, I won't. Okay. I won't let anybody die. But yeah, I miss the social stuff. I miss that stuff, and which I think maybe I prefer Three Houses over this, but also like this game is so much prettier than Three Houses, and it runs better than Three Houses, and like I love the 3D modeling of the battlefield. It's
Yeah,
just
looks good.
yeah. So I'm still standing by. Like, if you are curious about Fire Emblem, but not sure if you want to jump into this one, I would still jump into Three Houses first because it kind of eases you into the strategy RPG kind of thing with other fun mechanics. But I mean, if you're an old school Fire Emblem fan, this is the game. This is the game for old school fans.
I do wonder if Intelligent System is gonna take reign of the Fire Emblem series, like take it back, kind of from Kobe Tecmo, or if
I mean,
I wonder if
it depends
I
on if
wonder if
they want to
Kobe,
make another Mario, Paper Mario or not.
because I know Kobe Tecmo is. I don't know if they're busy with stuff. I know they got some stuff coming out like for PlayStation 5, and everything. So they're probably busy working with other people. I do wonder, are they still in plans with Nintendo to make games? Because like we was talking about, yeah, they may not be doing this Fire Emblem or the next one, but like there's a possibility they could be doing Codename Steam, or like a part two. Like I think Koei Tecmo has learned a lot from Nintendo, and securing that kind of relationship with them, it really feels like Nintendo really trusts Koei Tecmo with a lot of their properties, like their big properties. Fire Emblem, the Zelda series, um, you know, wherever they want to go with stuff. And we're going to talk about a certain rumor in Family News, but I think Nintendo's been kind of really trusting a lot of outside developers to help them make games or make a game for them and stuff. And it's very interesting to see when those properties go back to some like the normal developers who made it, what it turns out to be and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, I
Anything
actually
else?
think.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna comment one other thing on like Fire Emblem, and that kind of. I feel like we're about to get a bunch of these kind of, I don't want to say smaller experiences, but like
Mhm.
B level experiences like a Paper Mario and all these other types of games from Nintendo this year, and it's kind of exciting. I think after Zelda, we really don't know what's coming, right? But like, I feel like we're gonna get some pretty decent smaller titles, or like, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know. I just have this feeling. I have a feeling, and I'm excited.
Yes. Anything else, Corey?
No, not. I
Okay.
mean, There's another game I want to talk about, but we're gonna talk about it in a minute.
Yes. Well, for me, I won't be too long. Play some Tetris Connect, Tetris Effect Connected. While I was
Nice.
away, just truly enjoying that game. Like, listening to the music and everything, getting my tail beat at some of the levels. But just like really having fun and everything. Played some Contra. With it. Played a little bit more Vampire Survivor on Series X. Uh, and then playing the game that we're finally about to get all into, because I had issues with it, but
Should have
after
just got
I
Game Pass, Ed. You wouldn't have had any
no,
issues.
no, it was like I said, it was the issue with the game that I had was it wasn't working when I downloaded, because I brought the deluxe version for it. So I spent the $40 getting this game. And when I got to after the Tango Works screen, it kept going black. Like it literally crashed, just would not work or anything. So I had to delete it and then re-download it. And it seems that everybody who wasn't having any problems were playing it on Game Pass, whether it was on PC or Series X and stuff. So I was I didn't know if was it a problem for people who actually bought the game that was having these issues, and somehow since Game Pass is more for streaming kind of thing, uh there was no problem with that and stuff. I don't know if the game got patched or anything, or if just that second download just fixed something in it for it. It was just very weird. So
What do you
uh,
What do you get with the deluxe edition?
You get some extra gears, some costumes, and everything. It's like cosmetics. And then there's one more thing that you do get, and stuff that I forgot. But you get like 3 things for it. I know those 2, like more gears and costumes and stuff. Like there's one shirt on there that says I bought the deluxe version and all I got was the stupid shirt for one
That's
of the
hilarious.
t-shirts.
That
I
sounds
saw
like something
that.
that would happen in that game.
Yeah.
Yes. So everybody, we're talking about High Five Rush. This game is from Tango Works, part of
Teamwork.
ZeniMax. Uh, which one?
Tango Gameworks.
Oh, Tango Gameworks. Oh, did I say Tango Works? Oh,
Yeah.
Tango Gameworks. They're part of Bethesda and ZeniMax. This was some people said that it was leaked before the show started, but I didn't
Yeah.
see anything that
It was only a few
anyone was
days.
talking about it.
Well,
Was
I
it-
mean, oh, go ahead, Greysun.
Yeah, as far as I know, it was only like that week before the show, I think, or just a few days. I didn't see the leaks either, so it was a total surprise for me.
Well,
Right.
the leaks that had come out, and one of the leaks actually came out on Reddit, like I guess in September or something, and nobody paid attention to it. But
Okay.
like a week before, the only thing that was leaked was like Tango Gameworks might be at that rumored showcase, and they're working on an IP that's not The Evil Within.
Mhm.
That was literally the only thing that was leaked. So, but the fact
Okay.
that they like kept this entire game hidden,
Mm-hmm.
and then they announced it, talked about it, and shadow dropped it all on the same day is so unlike Xbox, right? You know, because I mean, we've been waiting for, as Xbox fans, as someone who considers themselves an Xbox fan, I have been waiting for some sort of roadmap for something, anything, since Halo, really. And the fact, dude, this game is phenomenal.
Mhm.
And I don't even like rhythm games, right? I mean, it's not really a rhythm game, but like, you know, I love the art style. I love the writing. Like I thought the writing was going to maybe be obnoxious at some point. It hasn't been obnoxious yet. Like your companions are cool. The cat is cool.
Purple
Like
808.
808.
yeah, it's so cool. It's so good. Like this game is so cool. The boss fights are cool. Like I really liked the boss fight at the very beginning, or at the first boss fight. Like
Yeah.
it was just so cool. You walk into this big arena and this big giant robot just kind of like climbs up into this arena after you talk to Rekka, you know. It was awesome. This game, I don't have enough good things to say about this game.
Well, a lot of people are making it, putting it on their Game of the Year nomination.
Well, okay, let's slow down a little bit. We're 3 weeks into the year. Okay,
Yes,
we're gonna
but
slow
I-
down.
That's me. That's what I'm doing. It's going to be in my top 10 for sure. Like, it
Yeah.
has
But
to be.
I mean, a lot of people are putting it in their nomination, and a lot of people are. I don't know any reviews have came out yet, or the Metacritic
There's a
score,
couple, yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's at 91. 91
Yeah.
last time I checked, which is
Yep.
Oh,
high. Super
okay.
good. There's not that many
Yeah,
reviews.
yeah. A lot of people been giving it 4 out of 5s, 9.5s. As one person said, I'm gonna be looking at games like I look at High Five Rush, like grading them and comparing them. And I gotta say that, that's good for ZeniMax and Tango Gameworks. Like
Yeah.
they shadow dropped this, because they know. I think Microsoft knows that we've been looking for something to play on your latest console, and this is a great game. I mean, the style and the feel is kind of very Insomniac-ish, but
Mm.
it's not them. I'm saying, not saying that as like a disservice to Insomniac, but this is something really different that Xbox needed. This is a game that's literally standing
This
out.
this is their, to me, this is their moment that Sunset Overdrive should have
Yeah.
had.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at first, like it totally, when they first revealed it, it had Sunset Overdrive vibes to it, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, they're two very different games after you play it and realize that, right? But like this game got the moment that Sunset Overdrive deserved, and I'm so glad that it's getting its, I mean, we had Dead Space and Forspoken also come out, right? That were the other two big games, and this kind of overtook the conversation. Now Dead Space is really kind of dominating the conversation now, but like,
yeah,
people were like really amped on this game. No pun intended, I guess.
Yeah, and that's why Sunset Overdrive was trending after this game was, well, before it got announced, it was kind of trending, and then people seen the graphics and seen the style and look of it, and Sunset Overdrive started trending. And I don't know if people are going back now to play Sunset Overdrive, but lately it has been coming up, and some people feel like I should have gave this game a chance.
I
When it came
re-downloaded
out.
Sunset Overdrive after this game came out.
I'm thinking of seeing it how it runs on Series X.
Yeah,
I'm interested.
Yeah,
I've
just
always
because
wanted
like,
to play it.
yeah, just because like I played a lot of it, but I didn't finish it, and now like I'm like, man, I should give these other games a chance. I mean, I even re-downloaded Quantum Break 2 at the same time.
Oh wow.
Oh, Quantum Break
like-
is so good.
Because like I'm trying to play more and trying to, play the games I already have too, which is another big thing. And so, Sunset Overdrive, I think I'm going to play after I finish Hi-Fi Rush, just because I want to play it and finish it and stuff like that. But yeah, back to Hi-Fi Rush though, like the combat is really good. Like I really like the kind of rhythm based combat, and like you can do two light attacks in the way to beat and do a heavy attack and get some sort of combo. You can do four light attacks, and then like if you wait a beat between heavy attacks you get better combos. Like it's really innovative. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
later on it really gets super combo focused, because you can like switch between different partners and like attack people and volley them in the air. It turns into like Devil May Cry, honestly. And it also reminds me of Kingdom Hearts in some ways, and like No More Heroes and Beautiful Joe, and like all these franchises that I absolutely love. Like this is the game that I would like make if I was like a game developer or something, inspired by like all these old, like PS2, GameCube era, like just like it doesn't take itself seriously at all. It's just like a guy like Scott Pilgrim, whatever, just trying to beat the bosses and, save the world, and that's it. And it's just super fun. Like it generally makes me laugh too. The writing is really, really funny, and it gets funnier as it goes along. And Chai is such like a cool main character, and like also does such a good job at tutorializing stuff too. Like that's something to call out for, because some games do not handle tutorials well. I feel like it does a good job, like not giving you too much, but also just kind of giving you the rundown easily and quickly of like what you need to know, and also let you try it out if you want to.
But I think it's kind of backwards with the tutorial stuff.
You're backwards.
Meaning that you learn what you learn what they're teaching you, and then you got that blue robot to give you hints and stuff, and it just teach you what you just learned.
Yeah, I'm saying it's optional though. You can, if you want to go in the training room and practice the move, you can, which is cool. I think you don't force you to do it.
I thought like if he would give you a hint and stuff, it would have been it's not the stuff that that you already learned or something. I think they should have just had it like, yes, you learned this, but let me expand more of what you can do that you don't know about it and stuff. It's the Certain 5 game by a certain company that gives you a mission before it teaches you what you need to do after you've done that mission. So I would leave it right there. But other than that, I love the song. I like 1 Million by 9 Inch Nails by Fighting the Robot. That was really good.
Yeah, the songs are so good.
Yes. I like they have that MTV look with the white coming out. Yeah. I think that was
it's like when a music video is starting, and on the left you'll see like the credits, the producer, the studio, whatever, the artist. It's really nice.
And I feel like if we get more games looking this style, because Fire Emblem Engage and Hi-Fi Rush got this this little anime / cell shading pop of color. that looks good, and I love the fact that during the cutscenes in Hi-Fi Rush, it's kind of like slow, kind of moving, like it's frame by frame, hand
It's like the
drawn
Miles
kind of thing.
Morales sort of thing. Yeah, where like
Yes,
slows the frame rate down.
yes, where Fire Emblem Engage got this lush, full movement, and it's so cool that they got this. They both chose their style, but the execution is different in cutscenes and stuff. Yeah, I still miss some of the timing stuff, even though I am doing the combo right. That little red ring with the green comes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. I haven't really laughed or anything yet. And I think I got to play more of the game and stuff. But it's not annoying or anything. I think for what they're going for, it's very cool and very stylish and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still about the music. I even love the fact that even the world is just like in 4/4. Even your steps is like on timing while you running. It's like that.
Yeah, he's always snapping his fingers too, and there's like the lights are flashing in rhythm with you. So like it really does a good job of trying to help you like stay focused on the beat, And also like it doesn't really like it doesn't like knock you down points or something for not being in rhythm.
Right.
It's sort of like you just get sort of like an advantage if you're in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
But there are times when there are these like mandatory rhythm challenges you have to do that I actually find really difficult to pull off sometimes, where you have to press like a certain number of buttons to like get past an area. But there are settings, like accessibility settings, to make it a little bit easier. But you can't like just turn them off completely.
Yeah. I do like the point, Corey, because you mentioned like with some of the combos. I love the fact that you can press a button and then stop and they'll say rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see that, you can hit the button to finish the combo. Like they give you a hint of, okay, this is what you need to do. Okay, you're attacking, rest, attack, because that's music. That's like music theory and everything. So I thought that was really cool. That they paid a lot of detail to this. Now I'm only on the 3rd level. I just beat Rekka in this one. So I just got to the 3rd level, so I gotta play more. I don't know how long the game is, but I'm assuming maybe 8 to 10 hours. Probably.
There's like 10 tracks, if I'm not mistaken. So like 10 missions, pretty much.
Yeah, they I looked it up because I was like, I wonder, because if this game's like 30 hours, I don't know if I'm going to play it that long because I got other things to do and other games to play, especially for like Boss Rush Book Club coming up and trying to finish these other projects. But like it said 8 to 11 hours on time to beat. So
yeah, it's probably like an hour or on each track, which seems pretty. That's where I've been completing most of them. Cause I'm like on track 5, I think now, or about to finish it.
Okay, yeah, because I've been exploring all the areas and everything, collecting all the gears and stuff. By the time I got to the 2nd level, I had already brought all of my attacks. Like I didn't even touch the special, and then when I got to the 3rd level, it showed that more attack styles could come, and I guess I have enough gears. I think it's because of the deluxe pack that I could buy them, and then continue the game and stuff. So, I don't know if this game's gonna have. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna have replayability though, and I think it's. I think it's gonna be because of maybe the achievements and stuff.
Well, plus you get ranked on things too, right? So I mean, I think if you want to get S ranks on everything, that'll be your replayability.
Yeah, and to collect all the collectibles too. There's like secret doors in some of the levels that you can't access until you beat the game and come back. So they give you a reason to like play through again.
Man, what a steal too! If you don't have Game Pass, it's only $30. Like,
oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's really cheap. I thought it was like a $60 release. Honestly,
nope, it's $30 for the main game, $40 for the deluxe. And they had another edition, so I think like the Ultimate Edition or something.
Yeah, we need more games like this, like AA, sort of like Hellblade 1, vibes, like just a short, nice, polished game with no issues, no bugs, Which
I think that's why this direct that Microsoft had, I think they truly learned from Nintendo. Let's give them some ideas of what's coming and some dates and a shadow drop. Even if I think even if Hi-Fi Rush didn't get shadow dropped or anything, I think it would be something that we would look forward to. And if Golden Eye was the shadow drop, cool. Even though Golden Eye is weird because it actually dropped early on Thursday before it dropped Friday.
Yeah.
For
Yeah. Well,
I
they already announced 007 was coming though. That's different.
Yeah.
Like the shadow drop was really cool. I just think the show itself, the pacing is still kind of, it's not on par with Nintendo yet.
Yeah,
but they're getting better. I don't know. They're kind of
It was a great idea. Super overproduced. I think they could have cut some of the segments, and they could have actually made some of the segments longer, in my opinion. But like it was super overproduced. I wish they would just simplify it. People like simple. We don't need like these.
Yeah, they're doing the most. That's what they're doing.
We don't need these artistic shots of them talking into the monitor with the boom mic hanging up above them. We don't need those. Just talk to us like people. Like like you're trying to convince us that
it's supposed to be like behind the scenes action.
No, gross.
The gamers don't want that.
You're telling us the developers are bringing this information to us. Treat them like people and let them talk to us like people.
Right?
That's all.
Because even with the other shots, you're having them read a script and everything. Like you're having them read a prompter. Like what I will say, I did like when Shinji Mikami and the other guy were talking and stuff. That was that Miyamoto.
That was the simplified version. I wish they all had.
Yeah. And yes, you could explain your game and go into detail and stuff, but it's just like make it fun and interesting, shorten it up, and the way that they was just bringing Mikami and the other guy in and out at different points, that was cool. And you can make that a 5-6 minute presentation. And I think if they want to present stuff with developers, look at Indie World. The Indie World Directs, how they'll announce the game, and then how those developers will talk about it. There's a lot of cuts and stuff, but they're talking about the game, and then let the announcers talk about the game and move on.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really happy with Microsoft with what they did. I think they are on the right path. This was their first thing they was doing. A lot of people gave it a good response, and I can't hopefully see more. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I don't know if this is gonna be their thing for E3, like if they're gonna call it a developers direct, or they just gonna have a Microsoft showcase for E3. But I could see more of this coming in. If you want to do 5 games or 6 games, great. Just put some dates on them and stuff, because Microsoft, Forza Motorsport, I want it. And like the game is gonna look beautiful, but I need a date.
Talk about production. Forza,
those cars look so good.
Oh my gosh, dude, that game looks. I mean, Forza always looks incredible, but this is like another level, and I'm not even a car person.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like photorealistic. It's like
they're
just gonna record a real car, and we're gonna believe it's the game. It's like, look at these pixels, and we're like, whoa, I look so real.
And thank you, Microsoft, for Redfall being on May 2nd, way before Tears of the Kingdom.
I feel like it's still gonna be affected by that, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good thing it's on Game Pass. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna be talking about Redfall in April. I mean, in June.
I don't think anybody's going to be talking about Redfall after May 11th.
Yeah. They'll start talking about it, and then it won't be happened ever again.
That's also kind of a game that I feel like a lot of people are really hyped for, and I don't really know why. But I'm also not I'm not an Xbox person. I don't have an Xbox, so like it doesn't really matter. I have Game Pass. I play stuff in the cloud.
I think people are just hyped for it because Xbox is putting out a game. I don't really think it's like the game in general.
I can't say this because when me and Jesse first saw it, when we was watching it, we were hyped for it because of how the trailer was produced, and everything. And then when we got to see the game and everything, we're just like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is done very well. And because Starfield wasn't doing nothing for us, I really felt that Redfall was going to be the game leading, and just like Corey said, it was a game that we finally was going to get from Microsoft, for our Series X. So I'm still interested in Redfall. I'm still can't wait to play it. I just thought that it would be out before Starfield or even after Starfield. And
I think this game needed to come out earlier. Like, I think it needs to come out like now. I
well,
feel like
we was expecting it to drop in January, right after Starfield.
yeah.
But we didn't know that the game was getting delayed and stuff. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try it out. I'm not really a big arcane person.
Yeah, same.
But we'll see. I'll give it a try. I mean, it's Game Pass. It's free. It's not like it's gonna,
It's not hurting your budgets.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although there's like 4 games coming out in the next 3 months that will be killing my budget, so
Yes.
it's fine. It's fine.
And
I'll sell
yeah,
a kidney or
Pour one out.
I'm thinking of putting the Resident Evil 4 on hold. The remake on hold. It literally depends on what's like, because my February is gonna be packed already, and March is getting packed. If Nancy drops Advance Wars, hey, with so
speaking of
but yeah,
Advance
that's but yes, everybody, that's going to be it for Playing with Power. Now it's time for Family News.
Yay.
Corey, take it away.
All right. So our first story is about Advance Wars, everybody. Who's excited for Advance Wars? Somebody is, because it's been
Yes.
listed in several
Woo.
sites, and the eShop has been updated. This story comes from Go Nintendo. Nintendo is adjusting pre-order info that leads to direct speculation in Advance War 1 and 2 chatter. We actually have a question about a Nintendo Direct, which I might throw in after we talk about this. So some Nintendo fans have been wondering if Nintendo is going to share a Nintendo Direct in the near future. There's always one the second week of February. It's going to be soon. Nintendo traditionally has some sort of Direct in or around February, and February 2023 is right around the corner. While fans were simply throwing the idea out there in the last few weeks, today brings us something a little juicier. The Nintendo diehards over at Fammy Boards, Ed, do you hang out there? Have been keeping an eye on Nintendo's website, and they've noticed that the metadata for select Switch games has been updated. In particular, both The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp have received NSUIDs. A game usually gets an NSUID when pre-orders are about to go live. With this being the case, fans are thinking Nintendo is gearing up for a Nintendo Direct that will share details on these games, and then pre-orders will go live. We already know Tears of the Kingdom is coming out, but seeing potential rumblings about Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp could mean this title's long delay might be ending soon. Along with that, Amazon Mexico has added Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp back to their website. To note on that, it's been on Amazon US since it was announced, and you can pre-order it. So I'm not going to read the rest of it. It's just a bunch of other jargon. This is going to my theory that I think Advance Wars is coming out in April. I think this is Nintendo's April game.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
Corey, I know, Corey, me and you, we talked about that.
Yeah.
With it, because I think, well, I know Octopath Traveler 2 is like the big game for Nintendo next month.
No, it's Kirby. Kirby's the Nintendo game.
I thought
Yeah,
that Kirby
buddy.
was March.
Nope. No. Bayonetta is March. Origin.
Oh, okay. That is right, the Bayonetta one. So Bayonetta in March, Kirby in February, and then April
Advance Wars.
will be Advance Wars. May will be Tears of the Kingdom.
In June, something that either might be announced. I still think Pikmin 4 is further away than we think it is.
Oh, June. Yeah, Pikmin 4. I don't think it's to the fall. I'm feeling fall.
I think
it's
it's going to
more
be a
of
Mario
game.
sports game. Is my
Really?
opinion. Yeah, something along that line.
If we don't, like I said, if we don't get Advance Wars
Ah.
in April, it's because of the Mario movie being the big thing for Nintendo.
Yeah, but
But Advance Wars is small enough to kind of
Yeah.
fit in there. It's not like the
Well,
biggest.
yeah.
That's not a 10 million seller. It's just gonna.
it might be. You don't know.
It could be,
Nintendo
yeah.
Nintendo
never
games
know.
sell.
But I never played Advance Wars, so I'm excited. I've been excited for the remake for a while,
I'm not.
or remaster, whatever remake.
I played Battalion Wars on Wii, which was I mean, that was just the Wii version. It was fine. It was fine. I'm more and then there's an indie game that came out a few years ago called Wargroove, which is
Right, yeah.
essentially Advance Wars. It's literally Advance Wars,
Mhm.
which was fine. But I'm more Fire Emblem person. I would rather see more Fire Emblem than Advance Wars. But I mean, it's just preference at that point, I think. So I wonder how much work they did, because the reason why, I think it was, obviously they said it was delayed because of the war in Russia and Ukraine, but I think the main reason is they're changing out one of the main factions is clearly a Russian substitute faction. And I think that they are trying to avoid that connection. And so, a year's worth of work to redo maybe some art assets or voice lines to make them not sound Russian.
Yeah, we talked about that, Corey, that even like with this delay, because we knew it was finished, but with this delay, I think Way Forward went in and did a lot of more work, giving them time to get this game ready and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's my opinion. This direct is seeming more and more likely, right? I mean, it's inevitable. We're going to get something soon.
Yeah.
So yeah. Courty, do you have any opinion on Advance Wars?
No.
You just waiting on Zelda?
Oh yeah.
Like the rest of us.
And Kirby.
Oh, you're a Kirby
and
person.
Nintendo Direct.
Kirby person.
I am a Kirby person.
Woo. It's fine.
It should be.
All right. Well, let's look forward to that Nintendo Direct. But until then, we're going to hit this next story. Not a lot of news and a lot of big news this week. There's not going to be any news until this Direct happens. So, Square Enix is surveying gamers to see what team Asano's future games are. For those who don't know, they are the ones who facilitate the HD 2D graphic style. And they're kind of sending out, which the two major questions in the survey are: which video game genre would you like to see Team Asano develop, and what kinds of games would you like to see remade or remastered in the future? Not limited to Square Enix titles. So that's really interesting. Obviously, Octopath Traveler 2 is coming, and Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake is also coming.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people automatically pointed at Final Fantasy pixel remasters they wanted in this style, which is not happening. Sorry, guys.
I know, like Chrono Trigger, Brave Fist, or Musashi, people want.
Chrono Trigger is what I was thinking. What I would want.
Yeah, that seems like the one, right?
Yeah,
that people are pointing at. So
that game is already so gorgeous, but that HD 2D look would be so cool for that game.
Yeah, it'd definitely be really cool.
And it's like an iconic game that I feel like a lot of people want to play, but don't really have like immediate access to it. So
right. Yeah. I mean, the most recent version of that game you can play is on the DS, right?
Yeah, and PC,
mobile,
I guess. Steam. But the Steam version I heard is not good with the text font and stuff.
Oh
yeah, I don't know why Square Enix always like fucks this shit up with the text of these games, but it looks so ugly. Because I remember modders were trying to fix the PC port of Chrono Trigger because it was like just wasn't good.
I know Final Fantasy 6. I definitely want or 3 for people who still consider it in America that way. I definitely would love Final Fantasy 6.
That'd be cool.
And probably Dragon Quest. I would love them to do something with Dragon Quest 1 to 3. I know they kind of spruced it up for like mobile and put it on Switch. But I'm like, I would love them to really go in and give it this nice 2D HD style, this look
Mhm.
and everything.
Yeah.
And Rat Racer.
Oh
a
no,
game.
no. All right, we're
I
done. We're moving
I
on.
no,
is
I would
that?
be excited to see. Rat Racer was a game that Square Enix did for Nintendo on the NES.
Oh, dude, Rad Racer's so bad. I
NES,
have
that's why
it.
I'm gonna look it up.
Corey, didn't that one have like 3D to it? I think, or was
No,
that
it was a really
there was
it was a
another
really
one?
terrible ripoff of Outrun from Sega. That's all it was. Except you were a race car instead of a convertible.
Convertible.
So,
Outrun is so good. I love that game.
oh man, dude, Rad Racer. I can't believe you brought up Rad Racer. I never thought I was gonna have to talk about Rad Racer ever again.
Oh, rat.
Oh,
I
here
thought you
you
said
go.
rat racer, like a rat.
Oh.
The T.
Oh
I was
no,
very
Rad
confused.
Racer. It's very bad.
Yeah.
It's not very
Yeah, I
good.
saw it.
Rat
Racer
all right.
sounded more fun.
It might be actually.
Wow.
Speaking of Rat Racer, you can check out Mina the Hollower coming out soon. Hopefully, maybe because that game looks cool. Speaking of cool games, so this is kind of like this is our last story. So it's the 4th anniversary this past week of the announcement that Metroid Prime 4 has been rebooted.
Oh,
And
wow.
so, of course, we're waiting on not only Metroid Prime 4, but the Metroid Prime either HD trilogy remaster or the HD remake of the first one. Both of those rumors are still floating around.
Oh
I
my
don't know which
gosh.
is which.
It's been so long.
We got dishes in a bag of salt right now.
I know.
We'll just say, and we can confirm that they're not true.
I still think Metroid Prime one version of this Metroid Prime group of things could come out this year, but
Yeah.
the
It's
other
next Smash Bros.
the other rumor that came out from a Spanish Twitter insider has revealed a rumor that a new 2D Metroid with MercurySteam is in the works, which seems very more likely.
I believe that. I believe that we would get a new 2D Metroid game before Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
It would make total sense if they have that. Metroid Dread was so loved, and if they just have that same engine and just make a sequel to that game or whatever.
I love
So
Metroid Dread. I didn't finish it because I'm too dumb to play Metroid games. So
Same.
the joke is between me and Laurent is that I played about 10 or 12 hours of that game and only probably played about 2 or 3 hours of it because of backtracking and stuff. But I love the way the game looks. I love the way it feels. I think Samus looks awesome. I love the suit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I love the streamlined kind of athletic suit she wears now instead of like. So I actually put Metroid Prime 1 in my GameCube the other day, and like just how big her suit is and her like
she's huge.
planet-sized orb shoulder pads.
Shoulders.
Like, I get that they're iconic, but yeah, just come on. Was it like a contest to see how big these things could get? Come on.
But,
Of course.
but we know. But that was like, who would have thought that Metroid would go first person?
Yeah,
And
I get it. I'm partially joking. Metroid Prime is a gem, but man, if we get another game that's even like half as good as Metroid Dread on the Switch again, like I'm all for it. Dread.
Yeah.
Dread is on the short list of games that I'm going to finish before Zelda comes out.
Do it. You have to see the end of that game.
I know.
It's
I
crazy.
actually found a guide 2 or 3 days ago because I'm
Make
making
sure
my
it's
list.
on the right platform.
Yeah. Well,
The
it's
Metroid
only on one
Dread,
platform, so
Game Boy walkthrough.
Yeah. I have my list, and I'm like, I need to bookmark some guides for this game, and I did it, and so I might start a new game. I'm not sure, but anyways, new 2D Metroid from MercurySteam.
Please, I'll take it.
Yes.
Yes.
Give it to me.
so I told
Uh-oh.
Corey that I'm putting hot sauce on this one.
Oh my
Mm.
gosh. Ed, come on. You still think Arms 2 is happening?
Hold on. Hear me
I
out.
don't.
It's happening
me
on the
out.
night
That's just what he wants, I think.
I know.
Hear me out. Like I said, I feel like Nintendo trusts Mercury system or MercurySteam with this series. That's great. The question is, are they ready to do the new story for Samus? Because Metroid Dread is the last one that ended that chapter, and I know they talked about starting a new story with Samus. Or are they going to look back at some of the old games, whether it's Zero Mission, Metroid 4,
Fusion.
if it's going to be the remake of Super Metroid, and they really go in and add stuff to it that
You
we
think,
kind
you
of
think it would be
missed.
a remake? You think they would
That
do a
would be
remake
nice.
before a new game?
I think so
Because
because I
Before.
Maybe put it in a deluxe edition or something. Or
well,
collector's.
what I would love for them to do is actually go in and reimagine Metroid Zero Mission and like kind of remake that game and expand upon it even more than they did, and then
right, because Zero Mission
package
is
package
phenomenal.
yeah,
So
and then
good, yeah.
package in Samus Returns with it. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, so
Like
that's
a
why.
up-res HDified Samus Returns
Yeah.
as like a
And
package.
that's why I kind of, and I agree with you, Courtney. With what they could do with that, with the Metroid, it just boggles my mind that Super Metroid 3, which is Super Metroid, or Super Metroid 3, Metroid 3, which is Super Metroid, is it time for that remake? Because I trust MercurySteam to
Uh-oh.
take.
Uh-oh.
It's back again.
Oh no, am I okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just restart
Okay.
your thought.
I really think that MercurySteam can do a remake of Super Metroid. I think Metroid 6 needs time to get that story built and worked out so that they'll be ready to make it another 2D Metroid that is brand new and stuff that they could go for, because I don't know if they were thinking of just that story. I really feel like Steam has some ideas with Japan, with the developers in Japan, to make the Metroid 6, but that is going to take time. So if they're going to do something, hey, they want to package in Zero Mission and Metroid Samus Returns, go right ahead, do it. I'm down for that. But Super Metroid needs to be remade. It is time for that game to get a glow up big time and add stuff to it. Like literally add to it and stuff. Because when we got Samus Return from MercurySteam, some of the extra stuff that was in it was not in the Game Boy version. So I think we could get more bosses. I think we could get more powers. I think we could get another zone that was hidden that we never knew about before the planet blew up.
Mhm.
Spoiler. They may end up even changing that. And just think about it. If the end boss from Metroid Dread was around and knew about Samus' adventures and stuff, what do you know from Super Metroid? What do you know about what was it? Not Federation Force, but Metroid 4.
Oh.
No, Samus Return is 2. 4 was the linear one on GBA.
Fusion, right?
Fusion. Right?
Fusion, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if he knew about that stuff, what did he know? What does he know about Super Metroid 3? Metroid 3. Like, what do you know about Super Metroid? You could add something there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Mm.
So I think, yeah, it can be something new. I believe they are in it. I believe they are making something, but I just don't think it's Metroid 6 yet. I think it's an older game that they're enhancing and remaking, like from the ground up.
What if they're
Yeah.
remaking Metroid Prime 1?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. I
Questionable.
would feel way more comfortable with them doing something not
Yeah.
bad.
Yes, I think Nintendo trusts Retro to do the first person shooter stuff. Like,
Yeah, that's why Metroid Prime 4 is taking so long, because Retro's making like 3 games at once.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Pretty
remake the Metroid Prime
Shoot,
trilogy,
yeah.
and then also working forward.
When you got people from Halo, Battlefield, and Call of Duty, the
Yeah.
3 biggest first person shooters, to make a Metroid game, that's insane. So yeah,
Yeah. But, I guess we'll find out at some
In
point.
a few days.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna predict on Monday, tomorrow, we're gonna get Nintendo Direct announcement.
Oh boy. Yeah,
You can
and
add
then we'll
I
have
feel
a
like
direct
what you-
recap show ready for your ears.
Yes.
There you go.
So
It's gonna happen.
It'll
at
be a
10
2-part
p.m.
series.
yeah. There's also that rumor that Retro was working on a new IP also, which was like, oh no, just finish Metroid Prime 4. Nobody wants
also
your
wanna-
new IP.
I want like a Donkey Kong game announcement, like a 3D Donkey Kong.
Yes.
That looks just like Mario Odyssey. That's all I want.
Yeah. Well, there's that rumor that the
Oh.
Odyssey team is working on Donkey Kong.
I
So,
know. I hope it's true.
boy,
It's not fair with all of these rumors. I'm not happy
I know.
with them.
just announce something.
Stop making rumors. Just
Right.
Don't talk
Stop
about
throwing
anything.
the ideas and just make them.
It's, So, all right, that's it for Family News. So, good job, everybody. We did it. The news.
yes.
I guess we'll move into Pack Watch, which are all the hard hitting games coming out this year or this week. Not this year, this week. We're gonna start with on January 30th is Trek to Yomi from Flying Wild Hog and Devolver Digital. I know a lot of people really like that game. It's coming out on Switch. As a vow to his dying master, the young swordsman Hiroki is sworn to protect his town and the people he loves against all threats. Faced with tragedy and bound to duty, the lone samurai must voyage beyond life and death to confront himself and decide his path forward. This game is kind of like that side-scrolling black and white cool samurai looking game.
Fancy.
On the 31st, we are getting Inkolinati. I said that right? Right?
Yep.
I'm going to go with it. Inkolinati is an ink-based strategy straight from the medieval manuscripts where a rabbit's bum can be deadlier than a dog's sword. Become a master of the living ink. Build your own bestiary and defeat medieval superstars and collect perks to unleash hidden powers. This game's also on Game Pass too.
I'd buy it.
Oh.
Sold.
Also on the 31st, we're getting SpongeBob SquarePants' Cosmic Shake. Wish granting mermaid tears in the hands of SpongeBob and Patrick. What could go wrong? Sure, the very fabric holding the universe together could come undone, opening portals into wild wish worlds, but that's nothing our favorite Sponge can't handle with the right cosmic costume. On February 2nd, we're getting Life is Strange 2. As 16-year-old Sean, you're now solely responsible for your brother Daniel's safety, shelter, and upbringing. But when someone so young has so much power, life lessons about right and wrong will create dramatic and life-changing consequences. So that'll actually complete the Life is Strange series on the Switch as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there'll be another one because I think True Colors did pretty well for them. But Life is Strange 2. Not a lot of people talk about that as much as the other ones.
They're still really good. I love the second one.
We got our Talk the Walk that everybody could check out about it. Hear our thoughts on it.
Talk the Walk. Check it out. Also on the second, which is a game I'm actually really excited for because I've heard so many great things about it. The Pathless, from the creators of Abzu, the Pathless is the mythic adventure of an archer and an eagle in a vast forest. Become the hunter, a master of archery who travels to a mystical island to dispel a curse of darkness that grips the world.
Nice.
So, who's interested in what this week?
The Pathless is actually one of those games that I've seen a lot of footage of, but I never actually just sat down and purchased it. But it looks a lot like kind of like Journey, but more like you have really a cool way to like platform across this world like really fast. So you can like I don't know, you're supposed to like shoot targets or something while you're moving, and it lets your character like really move faster across like these beautiful landscapes and stuff, and you're like solving puzzles and whatnot. Like really cool, chill indie game.
Yeah. It looks super cool. Giant Squid is actually a bunch of that game company, like a bunch of people that left that company.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it makes so much
went
sense.
to make Giant Squid. So,
yeah,
because that
feels
was
like a game from that game company.
Yeah, I mean that was the big selling point for Abzu, right? From from part of the creative team of Journey, it was like one of the big selling points, and it was like,
I love
Ready
Annapurna.
for Life is Strange.
For me, it's Trek to Yomi, and I think the SpongeBob game I want to try out.
Oh yeah.
Ed, you look like you would enjoy a good SpongeBob game.
I mean, I haven't played any of the 3D platformers for SpongeBob, but the way that this one looks,
Battle for Bikini Bottom took many days of my childhood. Like that game
Oh,
was
yeah.
so good. When I was 10 or whatever, not like now, but it's probably terrible.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Look, we all played terrible games when we were growing up
Yeah.
and loved them, so it's fine.
It's like just so many collectibles.
Yeah. All right, so we're moving into Game Fact Advance, our weekly This Week in Nintendo History segment. There's a small list of video games that universally are acknowledged as industry defining. What's even rarer is that a series does it twice, but Nintendo managed to do it on the same system. As revolutionary as Super Mario Brothers was when it hit the NES, Super Mario Brothers 3 equally reinvented what we thought of in Mario. The Plucky Plumber's third outing on Nintendo's box gave us new powers, world maps, branching paths, big boss battles, and new secrets to find, as well as one of the most incredible games ever made. Super Mario Bros. 3 was released in February of 1990 in the United States after years of teasing in movies like The Wizard and Three Ninjas. What are your memories of Mario 3? Let us know by tweeting at Pow Block Podcast or join the podcast discussion on Discord.
Can I say mine was actually paying 25 cents to play the first two levels because they had an arcade machine for a demo to play Mario Brothers 3. At my we had a toy store called Child World. It was kind of like low key Toys R Us, and they had the arcade game where you actually could play it. I found the game because the game was sold out everywhere when it came out. We found the game at Suncoast Movies in our mall. And it was like them in the case, and it was the only copy, and I got my mom to get it because she's a big Mario fan, and she paid the $50 to get that game.
Nice.
It's awesome.
I the first time when I got my NES, my cousin actually, gave it to me, or probably sold it to my mom or whatever, because he doesn't just give things away, but because he wanted a Sega Genesis and all that kind of stuff. But I remember playing Mario 3, and then I've never seen The Wizard, but I remember seeing Mario 3 and Three Ninjas, which was one of my favorite movies growing up. And I mean, Mario 3 is still like, to me, Mario 3 is like a top tier, always going to be the top tier Mario game. I think it's better than Mario World, to be honest with you. I know that argument persists, and I know a lot of people usually lean Mario World, but Mario 3, man, that's a game. That is a fantastic game that everybody should play on your Nintendo Switch Online system. Just saying.
Yeah, it's out of all the 2D Mario games, like Super Mario World and 3 are are definitely up there for me. I don't remember if I don't think I had an NES, but I would go to a friend's house. We played Super Mario Brothers 3. I'm just trying to remember how we played it. Was there some sort of collection on GameCube or something? No, right?
The Wii had the Super Mario All Stars.
Yeah, the Wii had one, but this was like way before. Anyways, I played a lot of Mario 3, like with my friend, like a lot of multiplayer. That game just like all I think about is like the music and like the colors and like the really bright visuals and stuff. I remember like playing as a kid and just realizing it was super special. Like it like totally topped Mario 1 and 2 for me. Where like this is like perfect Mario right here.
Yeah.
Right there with World. World is like the same thing for me, where like it was incredible.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. That's it for a Game Fact Advance, Ed.
Yes.
Woo.
You want to
head into our last section where it's time for question block. And
Woo.
we have some questions. Our first one comes from Geek Bro 27 via Discord. When will the next direct take place? Courty, I know we had a discussion about it. We was talking about February, and I know you did a rundown of the past years. Most of it has been like about the first or second week of February.
I think there was 1 year since the last year of the Wii U where there was a direct the last week of January, which would be this week, right?
Yeah.
So I don't want to say it's going to be this week, but I think we're going to get one either the first or second week of February, because they gotta start spelling out some of this stuff, right? We got to know what they're working on, aside from the 4 or 5 games that we know are coming, right? They always have a big thing, and I'm not talking about an indie world direct or a partner direct. I want like a nice beefy Nintendo Direct. Show me the bad Mario sports games, show me Mario Party, show me a bunch of games the internet's going to complain about and we're all going to love anyway. Like I that's what I want, so
yes.
Courty,
Courty,
hopefully it's next week and not this week. There's just too much going on.
Yeah.
Just give me one more week. I'll be ready to watch it.
Yeah. I have 2 extra podcasts to record this week. I don't need another one, Nintendo. Just hold off. Okay.
I'll stay with my prediction and say we'll get an announcement tomorrow for a direct for Wednesday or something.
Thursday.
Everything's canceled if that happens.
Watch it happen. I will scream so loud.
I'll be like, Courty,
and it's going to end up being one of those fake direct Twitter accounts.
We're all going to tweet you and go, thanks, Greysun.
I'll be like, Courty, are you home Wednesday? You got 5 minutes to record in the morning.
No, if it happens this week, Greysun's hosting. That's all I'm saying.
Perfect. I'll just do like a live stream.
Yeah.
We're all going to be in our pajamas just watching it and be like, let me go back to sleep.
Exactly. WT Femicom via Discord asks, who is the least dateable Pokemon?
Jinx.
Oh my god.
Mr. Mime.
I'm going to say Tangela.
I mean, some people might find them very dateable.
I know. Some people who are into like, weird sorts of anime might be really into that. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm just thinking of the ice cream cone. I don't think it's very. I think it's Vanilla
Isn't there a garbage bag?
Ice?
Yeah, Garbodor.
Yeah, Garbodor and its evolution that I can't think of now. Muck is pretty undateable too.
Literally,
Muck is just a pile of like smog or like goop that smells bad. Probably, I wouldn't.
Courty, who are you thinking of?
Magikarp.
That is true, because he is just a fish that doesn't, or it is just a fish that doesn't do nothing.
And Courty, Mr. Mime is pretty dateable. Did you not see Ash Ketchum's mom?
I don't want to know.
She's been dating Mr. Mime for a long time.
Oh,
Very long time.
I'm concerned. Why is that a thing?
Pokemon.
I don't want this.
Yes. Well, still saying Shane via Discord asks, since card games are pretty much your favorite genre, Corey, and Beta Chaos is rumored to be coming this year, will you play it and give the game a whirl?
I will play it. I've actually been thinking about playing Midnight Suns actually, because I keep hearing that like the card stuff is not that egregious in that game. But
Grayson, you've been playing Midnight Suns, right?
No, actually, I haven't touched it.
Oh, I thought you did.
Marvel Snap. That's like my.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good.
But yeah, I mean, to answer this question, yeah, I'll play it. Like I remember playing it back in the day. I don't remember the card stuff, although I don't remember a lot about Bat and Kados except for like it was like visually appealing. So I mean, yeah, I will play it, because we should probably cover it on this show, and I really like Monolith. I hope they decide to do away with the card stuff. But that's just me. I know I'm in the minority of that, but I can't do cards. I just can't. I try, I can't. Just can't.
Well, so I would have to play it and go from there, correct?
I mean, I said I would play it. I like Monolith games. I don't like cards. I want an action RPG. Give me a Bat and Kados action RPG. That works for me.
I would go for a Yu-Gi-Oh style game.
We get a lot of those.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh games.
Yeah.
We'll bring back Lost Kingdom 2.
Ooh, yes. I could see that happening.
Right? Walking around, you still can use your cards. I'd buy it.
Yeah, me too, probably.
I'd buy it.
Yeah. Indian Ride is a good one. Card-based parkour platforming game.
Pass.
It's cool. But it's a cool idea for it. For like using a card system for it.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
No, I mean, look, most of my hatred for card games is mostly like podcast character based. It's not like I absolutely hate card games, right? Card games.
I would love to see you play Uno.
Uno? Dude.
Solitaire.
Look, all I know is I've been playing Candyland for like 6 weeks, okay, and I'm becoming a master, and that involves cards, so.
Have you been winning, though?
Oh, yeah. I'm the king of Candyland. Except when my daughter decides to cheat. And then I just let her because it's Candyland.
She's like under the age of 10.
Yeah.
There's a lot to cheat.
Well, everybody, that's going to be it for Nintendo Pow Block. Grayson, thank you for joining us. Where can people find you and your amazing work? Because I think you got a promotion.
Kind of, yeah. More like just a raise, but more responsibilities, but still the same position, same stuff I've been doing, just a lot more stuff. But yeah, thank you. It's still like it was an exciting thing to happen for the new year. But no, thank you for having me on the show too. It was a really good time. If anyone wants to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at Greysun Morales, and I'm also back on Instagram after being gone for like many years. And it's also just Greysun Morales, but it's spelled Greysun. My name doesn't have an O in it. There's not an A in it, so don't forget it. And then my work is also at GameRant.com, so you guys can check out all our strategy guides and other cool stuff there. I've almost completed my sports story walkthrough. Like just have another chapter to do. And then we have a lot of Fire Emblem stuff up, Forspoken stuff, Dead Space content. So yeah, a lot more to come.
Nice.
Well, everybody, that's going to be it for Nintendo Pow Block. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next time on Nintendo Pow Block. Bye, everybody. Woo-hoo.
Bye.
Nintendo Pow Block is a product of Boss Rush Media, LLC, and is recorded from our headquarters in Akron, Ohio. The show is hosted by me, Edward Varnell. My co-hosts are Corey Dirrig and Courty Yikes. You can find Court at IamCourtyNHD on Twitter and Instagram, as well as hosting the Boss Rush Podcast and Tower Casuals, the Destiny Podcast. You can find Courty at Courty_Yikes on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. You can find me at That Richard Cole on Twitter and Instagram. Follow Nintendo Pow Block on all social media platforms at Pow Block Podcast. You can also follow Boss Rush Media and Boss Rush Network on all major social media platforms. Join the Boss Rush Network Discord and Facebook groups to interact with other friends and fans. Visit bossrush.net for more great content and patreon.com/bossrushmedia to learn how you can support this show. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.